If we are a light in the darkness, we are ensuring that everyone feels they belong. Refugees and their neighbours in Kirklees and further afield have been sharing stories with one another, using their precious objects that communicate something about a sense of belonging. Each person has responded to their partner's story at home by making shadow puppets or retelling the tale using everyday objects. They've also made a Street of Belonging banner by drawing their own houses and sending them to artist Naomi Parker to put together. Two of the storytellers are here with us today. Presenting Fatima from Huddersfield and Kurdish Iraq with her chirah or handy lamp. Introducing Claire from Murfield with her Uncle Harold's football cup. Both women step into one another's shoes and feel what it's like to lose a sense of identity and find it again.
Back in 1988, Fatima Hammer was a little girl in the city of Halabja in Iraqi Kurdistan. She skipped and jumped like all the other little girls until the 16th of March, when Saddam Hussein's forces attacked and the air was filled with gas that smelt. So sweet, like apples. But when they breathed it in, 5,000 people died and many more suffered horribly. Fatima's family had to flee. They had to become refugees. To light the way, Fatima's uncle lit a lamp, a chirah, a handy chirah, which in England we call a hurricane lamp, a lamp to guide the way. A chirah to lead Fatima across the desert, over mountains, to refugee camps and to new countries. A chirah to lead the family through dangers and tragedy, a light in the darkness. A chirah for clever girl Fatima to study by at night, until someone else needed it to find their way outside, or it ran out of oil. But Fatima kept on studying. The chirah, the lamp, not always the same lamp, but always a light to guide, a precious light, a light to lead Fatima on every step of the journey, until she found a new life with her husband and 3 children in Huddersfield, where she still keeps a chirah in the house. Fatima, our precious friend, we hope the warm light of the chirah will be around you and us too, always.
This cup belongs to my mum's brother, Uncle Harold. It contains the story of his life and the people that filled his journey. It began on the island of Crete when Uncle Harold stationed during the World War II. He was captured when the Nazi invaded and taken as a prisoner of the war to Austria. The time was hard in the camp. He must have felt empty. He always remembered his family. He was one of the 10 children. He was really close with my mum, Betty. He kept a photograph of her during the camp time. He held her close. In the photograph, my mum's dark hair was braided in platen around her head. When the Nazi found it, they thought she was a German woman. They tormented and threatened him because of it. What kept him going during the camp, it was football. He organized matches as a prisoner. He was so young. He lost so much and so many friends. But he returned to England. He was working very hard on the family market garden. He drove a green van, bringing vegetable and fruit to other villages. He couldn't settle. He went to work on a farm in Belém, France. He joined a football team in there. He was known as an Englishman. Goalkeeper, midfielder, defender. They played. Goal! They won the national champion in 1952 and 1953, and this cup was awarded. My uncle and my son Lawrence had a special bond, exchanging letters, jokes, and they played football. One day, Lawrence played very well, and my uncle presented him with this special cup. Lawrence bursting with pride. I loved my uncle very much. His kindness poured out of him. He was overflowed with it. He belonged when he was part of the team. His life was filled with the people around him.